Peace, everybody. What's up? Hope everybody good here. My next round, as far as in regards to my official talk podcast here, just actually, this one I'm kind of excited about here. I got one of my old coaches here who kind of just taught me a bunch of things in regards to sports. Certain life skills that I carried over to today. Abdul Aleem Muhammad. We knew him as Lee back in the day, but now he's since converted over to Islam. All praises due, absolutely. Again, like I said, just looking forward to it. He think he's gonna be talking about his experience growing up in Montclair, New Jersey, which is cool, and I think that's great. But again, I'm just gonna spill it over, just show my gratitude and appreciation for what he's meant to me and how he's influenced my life even up to this day. So, y'all just sit back. I'm just waiting for him to jump on, and then we're gonna get into it. So, when I put my hand over my heart, that means I feel you. So we just gonna get to it.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
What's up? I gotta get away from this noise. I got a house full of noise. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Hold on.
Yeah. Assalamualaikum.
Okay,
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Walaikum.
How you doing?
Alhamdulillah, yourself?
I'm good. Yeah.
I see you got that full suna in.
Yeah, I done
Looking
chopped it
good.
down. I done
Got
chopped
a lot
it
of
down
gray
a little bit.
there.
I know. I cut it down a little bit there. Cut it down. Yeah. So no, I definitely appreciate you reaching out here as far as being able to just sit in with me for a minute. Like I said, just kind of just getting people's experiences, just in general, just talking about their time growing up in different parts of Essex County. And I know you growing up being in Montclair, a good part of your life. Just wanted to just get some experiences around that or what have you. If that was cool.
Yeah, basically, I grew born. My family's been in Montclair since the late 1800s when it was called West Bloomfield.
I never knew that.
Yeah. My family roots come from the Catskills, Virginia, and North Carolina. So, and that's just on my mother's side. My father's side, they came up from Cuba, Trinidad, and they came to America through Georgia.
Okay.
So, but me growing up in Montclair, like I said, I was born here. I stayed in school here till I was in second grade. From the beginning of second grade to the middle of fifth grade, I lived in Orange. And then my mother moved us back here to Montclair. I've been here ever since. But my experience here has been pretty good, diverse community. I dealt with a lot of the interracial, people for all walks of life, all nationalities.
Okay.
It's a good experience. Good
Okay.
experience. I was able, it taught me to deal with people of all walks of life. It made me to be more aware of different cultures, and it made me multicultural.
Nah, definitely, yeah. It was definitely a melting pot. I mean, even my experience being there up until fifth grade, just kind of obviously meeting people from all different walks of life or what have you there. So I could definitely relate a little bit, just going to school there, not living there, but being in school, just in the school system. I went to Nishwain, and then I went to Watchung for a minute. And then,
right.
So I could even, looking back, like even being in Nishwain, I know that's more towards the Orange side where I actually grew up and lived at, and then, you start seeing the difference, even being over there at Watchung, being on that side of Montclair, you're going towards the upper Montclair and all that other stuff too. So, so I could definitely see some of that. Where in Montclair did you grow up at?
Well, my family originated in the 4th Ward. That would be Bloomfield Avenue. My great-grandfather owned a row. I don't know if you know where the Shell gas station is?
That's in Bloomfield.
Bloomfield Avenue.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it used to be a bunch of row houses there in the back. He had row houses with garages underneath. He owned that. And actually, he has a deep root in Montclair from when he first came here. He was the guy that delivered the ice in a horse and buggy before they had, electric refrigerators. So he was, his name was Joseph Wesley, and he was actually, he wasn't African American. He was a native, he's a Cherokee Indian from the Catskills.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a Cherokee Indian. His family lived along the Mohawk River up in the Catskills. I still got family up there, and that's where he originally came from. And that's my mother's grandfather.
Okay.
But I started off there, to get back on subject. I started off there on Bloomfield Avenue. From there, my mother and father, they lived in one of my grandfather's apartments, and they eventually moved away from the family. They got divorced, actually. Then my mother moved to Maple Avenue. Right out in Glenfield, 48 Maple Avenue.
I remember Maple Avenue, yeah.
Yeah, 48, right opposite the park. From there, we went to Orange, and then we moved back to Montclair. We moved next door to my grandparents. We're here on North Fullerton Avenue, close to Wachana Avenue. And that's where I spent the rest of my life until I got married and moved out on my own.
Okay. And you obviously went through the school system in Montclair. What elementary schools you went to?
I went to Glenfield, Nishoane, Hillside, and Montclair High.
Montclair High. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Montclair High, did you play any sports, or you just took it
football.
up in the neighborhood?
I played football.
Okay.
Yeah, played football. And I played my Little League football in Montclair. I played 1 year Little League baseball. I was good at it. I pitched and played shortstop, but I just got bored. It wasn't enough action. I got bored with it. And really, most of my time growing up was just hanging with my friends and martial. I did more martial arts than I did even football. So my family has a deep martial art background, with my father, my uncles, and my grandfather all being military people. So,
okay, then you wound up after high school. Did you jump right into the police force then, or you waited a little bit, or?
Well, actually, I worked at the Glenridge Country Club all through high school.
Okay.
And then I end up I got pulled over by the police for walking home. And I used to be honest with you, Ibn, I wasn't a good kid. I was a juvenile delinquent. I stayed in trouble. I had a bad juvenile record. Youth house, a couple times in line to go in the youth house. But my aunt and uncle came and got me. My mother wouldn't come get me. She said, let him ride.
Yeah.
So I wasn't no angel. And I didn't know how to walk away from stuff. I used to fight all the time. I wasn't a thief or nothing like that. I just was a fighter.
Yeah.
I fought all the time. But as I said, I was walking home one day and the police pulled me over, and they said, man, you ain't been in trouble in a long time. And actually my junior year in high school.
That's what the police officer said to you? You ain't been in trouble in a long time?
Yeah. And I had got out of high school and stuff. I had stopped getting in trouble like my summer of my junior year. So I was about 19 years old. They pulled me over. They said, where you been up to? We ain't seen you around. You ain't been in Echo. You ain't been in trouble for a while. And I said, nah, my uncle moved next door, straight me and my brothers out. So I've been chilling. Coming from I had a bag of laundry. My girlfriend had did my laundry. I'm coming from home. They said, you ever think about being a cop? I said, no. So then a good friend of the family got in contact with me, Herman Hartsfield. He told me to go up, apply for the deputy, auxiliary police deputies. I went up there, applied for that. They interviewed me, went through the interview process. They sent me to police academy, auxiliary police academy. I did that for a year. Then the regular test came around, finished number 2 on the exam, and I sent to the academy from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so did 27 and a half years of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then even with the coaching, when did you jump into the coaching piece?
81.
Okay.
81. I was an assistant coach with a guy named Koyan, and him and I was bumping heads all the time. So the following year, I went to Howard Finney. So listen, I need my own team. This guy don't want to listen. It's his way out or nobody's way. So he gave me my team the following year, which was the Giants in the B League. Back then we had the A A and B League.
Right.
Gave me the B League Giants, and my brother Sabor, Mr. Lee, and I, we took that team, and from there I started coaching. Did that until I went to the A League.
Mm-hmm.
I coached there about 4 or 5 years, and I went to the A League in '89. And then in '89, they started the JV traveling team. So he put me in charge of that. Underneath him, then he had the varsity, I had the JV,
Okay.
and we went on from there. I
Okay.
coached probably between Cobras and then Pop, helping Garland out with Pop One. I coached about 35 years.
Yeah, that's a heck of a run. That's a heck of a run. I
Yeah.
know. It's actually a nice little segue too. Well, actually, it was great even learning even more about you in regards to talking about your experiences growing up, and even your enriched family with a lot of stuff, even with your grandfather, just, what have you. Stuff I even know, like I said, I even know Montclair used to be called West Bloomfield. So that's just one of the little things that, I just pick up on. But again, like I said, the football piece is a nice segue because actually what this is, I started doing my own little episodes here online or what have you here. It's called Official Thanks. And I just wanted to this is my time now to just give you your kudos or what have you there. I think it's just one of those things here. Like, I really, really appreciate what you've done for me. You just mentioned 35 years. So probably countless other kids that are now adults or what have you here throughout. But I'm gonna speak particularly for me here. I'm gonna I know you have your camera off, and that's totally fine.
Oh no, I don't know. Well, I'm on my cell phone, so I don't even know how to. With this tech.
Okay. Yeah. Cause if you tap your phone,
hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can figure this out.
No problem. Again, like I said.
Hold on. It says something. I'm hitting the camera because I tried hitting the camera before, and it says, okay, unable to access camera, allow Zoom to access camera. Okay, that's what I just pushed.
All right. Let's see.
Let me see. Did it come on now?
Did something pop up? Actually, just start your video.
Hold on. Did it come on now?
No, not yet. But don't worry about it. It's all good. Like I said, you can see me, and actually, I wanted to.
Yeah, I can see you, but I
totally.
I want to be connected fully. Hold on. Chat meeting settings, minimum background, audio connection. Okay. It doesn't give me a thing on the camera on my cell phone.
It's all good though.
Hold on. I got one more thing to hit. Let me try.
Okay.
Nah, that's just that. Yeah, it's not allowing me, I guess, because my camera points the other way. That's probably what it is.
Nah, it's all good. Again, like I said, I don't want to get disconnected. But like I said, it was something I just been doing, and I want to just pull something up real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm with you. All right. If you just give me 1 second, hopefully, like I said, I don't mess this up. Here we go.
You sound like me with this technology.
Nah, I'm good. Remember this picture?
Oh yeah, I got it. I got all that stuff.
Yeah. So this is my first year playing. Actually, I'm right next to you here, number 16 here, and I basically
big headed.
Absolutely, and I just want to thank you, Lee. Honestly, just being another parental figure in my life. Obviously I've been fortunate enough to have both my parents in my life to this day. Despite separation, they were still in my life here. But just being an extension of them for those couple of hours during the week, and even on game day on those Saturdays and or Sundays here, it was very impactful. I mean, you took me, and from that day on, the big head kid with the single bar helmet, everything. You
was a hitter. You was a pleasure. You're a pleasure to coach. Coachable.
The head jokes, everything, I'm sure, behind the scenes and to me. But also, I remember even you leaving, even the rides, picking me up, dropping me up when you wound up moving over to East Orange, and even allowing me to come over to the house and shoot some hoops or lift weights and just kind of just hang out and be a kid here, like I said, with a bunch of other guys here. That stuff is just ingrained in me and instilled in me, where I just try to, do some of that in my own life here in regards to just making sure, you know, I hold other people down. And I think that competitiveness too, you know, I played other sports, have been around other coaches as well too, that impacted me just as much here. But, you know, just, you don't know how much you probably have done heard from other guys, the Super Crunch and Cobra Crunch and the Crunch, how impactful that means to us. Like, you know what I mean? I know for those who don't know that whole, you know, us blitz and just that competitive. We wanted to win. We wanted to win.
Right.
I know this team right here is interesting. It's only 10 of us, and it's 11-man sport. You know, we filled what we had. We did what we had to do, and we played. And again, I just think just that go get it attitude. I mean, like, you help like ignite that fire along with a lot of other people here. And I think it just, like I said, just for me to kind of just let you know that, like, this is like, you know, great. I'm just so grateful to that, for you to have been a part of my life. And even to this day, you know, you getting on this call and talking to me, like I said, you just don't know how much just means to me in regards to just kind of like just how impactful you are. And I know I probably, you know, text you here and there, whether it's Ramadan or even, you know, just reach out to letting you know that, even though I think a text here and there, but I definitely wanted to just voice it to you, just let you know just how much you mean to me, and as far as just my upbringing, and, you know, just a big part of my life here. And it's just been great. And like I said, ain't nothing else I could just say. And like I said, that was just my little lure to get you in to talk about growing up. But I think ultimately here, like I said, just you mentioned the A, the B leagues, everything, you know, I even got you a chip, I think, one of these years. I think I did get you. And actually, you know, people joke, and I tell them, like, you know, I was actually a quarterback. You know, we won a quarterback. We won a championship.
Left-handed quarterback at that.
Absolutely.
Left-handed quarterback.
When me playing quarterback, we won the chip. You know, I don't know. And actually, this other team here, I got one here for you that I'm actually pulling up if it comes up here. This team, you always kept running backs. You know, that was the thing. And this team, this next one, I mean, if it comes up here, exemplifies that. I think this next picture was actually one of the other teams here. Was Willis, it was Mike, it was Gary, it was Dwayne Claiborne. It was these guys here. And again, like I said, I haven't seen
Herschel.
Yeah,
Claiborne's doing real good now.
He's doing good.
I'm so proud of him. He runs a basketball league.
Okay.
For kids from 10-year-old to 18-year-old down in Glenfield Park, big league.
Okay.
And he runs an AAU program too. Actually, my 11-year-old daughter, he calls me all the time because she's a basketball phenom, trying to get her to play for him.
Okay. But, good.
He's doing real good, man. He's a matter of fact, he's a minister now too.
Good stuff. And I know sometimes too, you know, some of us, again, it just got to click for us. I mean, you know, and everybody's home life is different and circumstances are different, but you know, you persevere, and it sounds like Dwayne kind of got things right. He's doing good. I think Gary down south, from what I'm hearing, I think he's down south. And again, you know, like Deron, I'm on Facebook with him, so, you know, I mean,
he's doing good. He started at Pop Warner. He's doing really good. I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah,
you guys. Remember, I tell you what. Remember, I used to drive y'all past Pine Street, said don't end up on this corner.
Yeah.
Y'all stayed away. You, Willis, all of y'all stayed away from that. Willis is making movies.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. And then I know I don't have him on this picture. And I know actually that my first year he wound up getting kicked off the team because of his grades. But like, you know, obviously me and Tabari, you know, been cool since. You know, obviously
he's doing movies too. I'm so proud of you guys.
You know, we went to high school obviously together. So this another picture. This me playing quarterback this year. You know what I mean? So it's I remember those guys, little Darnell, Aaron, and all those guys. You know, you got Johnny, you got Dyrod. You know, Knucklehead Mike. You
got Banks.
Yeah.
Banks. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So again, like I said, I live for these the fall when it came around. I knew it was football time. I knew, you would have us ready to go, as far as just the preparation. But like I said, those are life skills you don't think about when you're, 7th, 8th grade, 6th, 5th grade, but it clicks later, like, that go get it attitude here. And like I said, I'm really, really appreciative of it. And like I said, I just wanted to share that with you and just let you know that, like, just hearing my voice, what have you here, like I said, it's been, like I said, it's been great. And I just keep using the word great because there's nothing less I would describe my experience and you being in my life.
Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, it was a pleasure. I got another one for you.
Okay.
What is the most tackles you ever had in the game? I bet you don't even remember.
You got stats. I don't even remember. I have no idea.
It was in the B League. You had 52 tackles in one game.
Nah.
It's in the newspapers, in the Montclair Times.
You said how many times? 52?
You had 50. You were involved in 52 tackles, not solo, but you were involved in 52 tackles. It's in the Montclair Times. I bet your mother and father got the article. I bet you one of them probably still got the article.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, you got me on that. Usually, I'm kind of okay with some of my numbers. I mean, even though,
you had a game that you were just in the B League. It was your first year. You were just all over the place.
Yeah,
you played. You were all
as linebacker.
Every tackle you were in. Every single tackle.
Wow.
You were unbelievable that game.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I don't even remember, but for you to remember that, like I said, with the line of kids that you done had, and I think, there was a little debate. This is probably a couple of weeks ago. I know this is when I left you. Actually, I wanted to actually stay in A-League for my 8th grade team, but I know you was like, you got to go. You got to go.
I made you move up.
Yeah, I actually wanted to stay. I didn't want to play Cobra varsity, but he's like, you got to go. I think me and Gary wound up going up, Dairo, and I think Kareem, all of us, we wound up going up. And actually, that team started a little argument as far as even with Finney's 8th grade teams, like who was the best team ever. Like we ran the table, like we went undefeated. We went down Florida and did whatever we had to do. I mean, so it started like a nice little kind of like debate whose team was better or what have you. Like I said, we had some players on that team, and I think and Finney's teams, the 8th grade teams, is usually legit because he take the best of the best,
right?
And kind of just go from there. And I actually sent him a letter not too long, and I know he's up there. Probably, people are probably taking his information. I don't know health-wise how good he's doing, what have you.
Yeah, he's in bad shape. He has memory loss, and he's in a nursing home right now. He don't even walk really.
Okay, yeah, I figured he was up there.
His wife passed away a few months ago, but he's in really bad shape. He's in bad shape.
Yeah, and I tried to, I know Dougie. I tried to like look for an address for him, but ain't no telling with him. There ain't no telling with him. But again, you just being an extension of Code 35 years, and I don't know if anybody else even hung around that long outside of obviously Mr. Finney running the team, running the league or what have you there, but. You done seen these kids go through. I know a couple of us from other towns, but you done basically been, extension of Montclair High. Seeing those teams go through, whether it was the infamous team that lost to Randolph, whether it was, a couple of teams that got over a hump and won the championships, little Omar and all of them, Wiggins and all of them, all those guys. I know I'm throwing some names because you had Omar too, didn't you?
Yep. He played on the first JV team in '89. He was the star tailback.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I tell you another one I had David Tyree.
You had Tyree too? Okay.
Yeah, you did. Wide receiver, middle linebacker for me. He played on probably what I consider my all-time greatest team. They went undefeated, unscored upon. Wow. And at the end of the season, Finney booked us 2 varsity games. We beat the East Orange Rams and we beat the East Orange Falcons. They were varsity teams and we were JV. And we didn't beat them, we wore them out.
You wore them out, yeah.
Yeah, we wore them out. That was, matter of fact, Damon, and the Liggins boys played on that team too.
They play, okay.
Yeah, my cousin Damon. Yeah, that was a good team. That was a very good team.
Now, throughout the years, was Patterson still around? Your guys used to just play them too as well. The
Yeah,
Patterson time. Okay,
yeah.
okay,
They're involved in the Twin Valley. Back
okay,
then, when we went to JV, when we formed the JV, it was called we went to what was called the Twin Valley Conference,
okay.
and it was a pretty big conference, and we played we played East Orange, Patterson, we
Mm-hmm.
played all of Bergen County. We
Mm-hmm.
we played a bit of everybody.
Yeah, and the other thing too, like you did with us, you probably did. You would take us to the high school games,
Yeah,
to the Montclair High games. And I know when I was there, they wound up getting Woodman fixed. So I think a couple of those years was at Foley and Bloomfield, that we had to go out there and just watch it. But ultimately, I didn't go to Montclair High, which was probably back then. That was like my dream to have that Mounties at back of my shoulder pads here, my name. I didn't get to go there, but like I said, I still lived it. With those guys, as far as
right,
Gary and all those guys when they went there, and I know I was down the block as far as at the parochial school here, but like I
right.
said,
Well, you did well. You did very well there. I'm proud of you.
yeah,
Made the
yeah,
Hall of Fame.
yeah.
You had a good 4 years there. You
No,
had a good run.
absolutely. No, absolutely, absolutely. But I know you just doing all this stuff for us. You didn't have to do it, and that's basically you didn't
It
have
was
to
my
do any.
pleasure.
Yeah, you didn't have to
My
do all
pleasure.
this stuff for us. I mean, you had the Volvo. If you don't see, I remember the Volvo, right? It was the Volvo. Yeah, I remember it was the Volvo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The blue Volvo. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm sure, and it sounds like you're doing great as far as with your kids here. How I don't even know how old Ahmad is now. How
Oh, Ahmad is 30. Is 38 years old.
Ooh,
My
okay,
oldest son is 38. I got my one son. Well, I got my one dealing with the boys. And then my next oldest son is Zayd. He lives in North Carolina
okay.
with my ex-wife. And then his younger brother, when he was 11, he passed away. He was a hell of an athlete.
Mm,
He had an asthma attack at 11, but
yeah.
he made the all-star baseball team, basketball team, and he played football. He was a
Mm-hmm.
beast, heck of a running back and corner.
Yeah.
But he ended up having an asthma attack, and they couldn't do nothing for him. Then I got my next son is Bilal.
Mm-hmm.
He's played football. He graduated the year before last at Montclair High.
Okay.
And he's playing football up at Caldwell College.
Oh, they got a football team now, Caldwell.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, this season here was their last season as a Group 2. They Group 1 now. Yeah, they going Group 1 next season. Then supposed to be building a super stadium up there. But
Okay. Wow.
yeah,
So how long they had a team? They just started.
they had a team for about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My youngest son plays running back at the high. He's a 200-pound running back. He's going to be a senior this year. He plays running back and middle linebacker. He had a hell of a season this year. So I'm just trying to keep him to get his grades up.
Get them grades,
so
yeah.
he's going to be. He's a big boy. He should be highly recruited.
Okay.
If he could just hit them damn books, that's the thing. He's one of them ones that think he do enough just to get by, but he's a hell of a player. Hell of a player.
Yeah. So he'll be starting next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
He never comes off the field.
Okay.
He's been that way since Little League, because he's always played with my son that's 2 years older than him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always played up.
Okay.
So he's a big boy. Then I got my other daughter. My daughter she's a junior at Rutgers. She's the starting point guard at Rutgers, Newark.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then there's my baby girl who plays AAU ball, and when she been playing ball since she was 4 years old, playing organized ball.
And she just enjoys it, huh?
Yeah, well, she's been around sports all her life. From the time she was 2, she was dribbling the ball.
Okay.
So they do pretty good. They brought up around sports. You keep them around sports, keep them out of trouble. That's what they do.
No, absolutely. And I remember just when we was going back and forth texting. You say you're teaching. So what are you teaching these days?
I teach special ed for the county school district, which is the Essex Regional Education Service Commission. I teach kids with severe behavior disabilities.
Okay.
So I've been doing that. I retired in '08, stayed retired for 6 months. I applied for a security job, which I got, and I did that for a year, and they asked me to become an aide, to take the paraprofessional test. I took that, passed that, and then they, the following year, they said, listen, we got a proposition for you. You go back to school, maintain a B average, we'll pay for most of it. I took it upon myself to do that. Went back to school, got my teaching degree.
Wow, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
So that's what I did.
Yeah, speaking of teaching, I'm an adjunct professor these days at multiple colleges. So I would never thought I'd be in front of somebody's class teaching and talking to somebody. But yeah, I do a little bit of that these days.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Share that knowledge. Nah, absolutely. And then and everybody's great. Well, I know my father, I had him on the other day, but I know he'll be excited. I know he'll be excited to that we spoke. Yeah, that we talked.
How's mom doing?
Mom is good too. I talked to her the other day as well too. No, she's doing good. She's still in Dogtown. She's doing good. She's talking about retiring and everything as well too. So everybody good. My sister's good.
Good.
I'm all right. I have a daughter. I have a 6-year-old. I waited forever. But
No. When Allah said it was time, it was time.
Yeah. So she's
the bottom line.
Yeah, she's doing well. She's doing well with herself. So but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to just let you know how much I really appreciate, all that you've done. I mean, kind of to kickstart, some of this competitiveness and, the sports and everything else here, whether it was you, whether it was, Anthony, you guys, meant a lot to me in regards to just my upbringing and kind of where I'm at today here. And like I said, I definitely really appreciate, all that you've done and what you continue to do. You're a pillar, in Montclair. I'm sure I'm not the only one, like I said, 35, you want times 35 times 10, 15 people. Yeah, I can't do the math, but we can figure it out as a lot of people. So, and even those that you didn't even necessarily coach directly, just your life in general has just been, committed to service, whether it's, being on the police force, what you're doing now or what have you here. So you've touched a lot of people. And like I said, and I'm one of them. And again, like I said, I just want to say thank you. I definitely want to just say thank you again. Like I said, you being officially you allowed me to become officially me. So I just honestly, I want to say thank you again.
Well, it's been, like I said, it's been my pleasure. You're one of my favorites. And I ain't saying that because you got me on there. I couldn't remember them stats. Man,
don't worry. This is recorded. Nobody's listening. This is just me.
You played your butt off for me. You gave me 110%. You were very coachable. Gave me everything I asked for. I couldn't have asked for a better player. It was nothing I would have changed in you. Nothing at all. Well managed, well coached. Like I said, you was a pleasure to be around and a pleasure to coach.
No, I appreciate it. I gotta look up that 52 tackle thing too. That's a lot.
I guarantee you
that's involved in a lot of tackles.
I guarantee you that your mother or father, if they kept your newspaper clippings, you'll see it if they kept it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mom keeps all that stuff. So
I bet you she got to go through them. I bet you. If Finney was so impressed, he said, "This kid is unstoppable." He gave you a big write-up. It was a big write-up.
Wow.
He couldn't believe that you were in that many tackles.
Wow, you're gonna have to have me go to. I don't know where they keep the Montclair Times. The microfiche, they still do that stuff. The Montclair Times are still up and running.
Well, you could archive. it.
Yeah.
But you just got to find out what year you played, and you would have to go through that whole season.
Which won't be bad. We only played about 8 or 9 games, so that would
in the B League. Yeah, in the B League.
To look that up. Nah, definitely might give me something to do when I get my butt down to Jersey here when all this
Yeah.
nonsense calms down
Oh man,
and all
I'm
this
stuck
stuff.
in the house too.
Now you
Stuck in the
teaching
house.
now you teaching online?
Right now we're teaching online.
Okay.
I don't foresee us going back into the buildings until September because all our kids are busted.
Okay.
We deal with kids from 5 different counties, so it's not really safe to put them on buses.
Right.
It's just not. It's not feasible. It's
Mm-hmm.
just too dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but definitely, I know how that is ending the school day. You get tired of talking, just need a moment to yourself. So I'm glad you gave me a few minutes here. But definitely, this is not only just because this is something that I'm doing, but obviously making my duty just to check in, whether it's a text or just to say, hey,
I
what's up?
appreciate it.
Definitely, and again, like I said, I just wanted you to know, but like I said, I got to do better in regards to just making sure I'm staying in touch with everybody and, just checking in, saying, hey, what's up? Just checking on you.
I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I try to stay in touch with a lot of guys, mainly on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That Facebook is where a lot of people hit me up. And some of the guys, during the JV season, all the games were filmed. And a lot of guys asked me for DVDs. So I kind of, I burned them a DVD and said, I wish I had your stuff, some of y'all stuff. But I had it on 8mm tape. But
Mm-hmm.
with all my moving around and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to those tapes.
Yeah, because I even tried to get the varsity tapes, but again, like I said, I don't know what they did with the house once Mr. Finney left.
Here you go. Kenny Jones has every tape. Remember the line coach?
I remember Kenny.
Get in touch with Kenny. He's on Facebook, I believe. He has every tape.
Oh, so
every
game. He got a hold of him. Okay, he the man that got him.
Finney gave them to him the whole. He has everything.
I'm at to try to flag Kenny down here because
he even got stuck when I played. When I played in 71, he's got his 71, 72, 73. He told me, he said, man, Vinny gave me him. I even got stuck with him. You played Cobras.
Yeah, because I remember even our games, you might have taped them. I think even Mr. Sistrunk, I think taped them or what have you. But again,
actually, that's who you get in touch with. Get in touch with Gary, and his father might have had that stuff converted over to DVD. And if that's the case, he could probably burn you your DVD and mail it to you.
Yeah, just shoot it over. Yeah, but Kenny,
that might be the person. Yeah, because you played with Gary all the way through.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be the person because he filmed everything.
Yeah.
Pony filmed. He filmed everything. That's probably be your best bet.
All right, but the Cobra Varsity, you said Kenny got him.
Kenny Jones would have all the Cobra Varsity stuff.
Okay. All right, I have to do. I know it's like a million Kenny Jones, but I'll try and find them on there.
And on Facebook, and let me tell you, Kenny don't even look the same anymore. He's thin. He lost a lot of weight, trimmed down. But you can hit him inbox. You find it. And you'll probably be able to tell who it is because you're still on the Montclair people attached to him.
He's in Jersey still, last you know?
Yeah. I seen him walking down Grove Street going back a few months ago.
Oh, so he may still be in Montclair.
Yeah, he's in the area. He's in the Montclair, Bloomfield. He's either Montclair, Bloomfield.
Okay. All right.
He's in the area.
I'll do some digging, but outside of that, again, no. Thank you. A big thank you.
Man, like I said, it was my pleasure. It's always good to hear from you, whether it be a text or whatever. Like I said, you were a pleasure to coach, a pleasure to be around, even when we wasn't practicing or playing. And I really enjoyed my time, with that team because you guys brought me a lot of joy. There was a lot of life lessons there for me too.
Yeah.
So.
But like I said, Tabari and I periodically would bring it up. I mean, again, we all know, like I said, that crunch, that super crunch, and that's what. I don't know. Did you continue to do that throughout, or you eventually had to stop it?
Nah, they ruled it out. It was dominated too much. They stopped us from doing it.
Yeah.
So, but we had other methods. We had
But
other methods
absolutely.
that we ran it.
Absolutely.
We had other blitz schemes that we did.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nah, I see it all, and like I said, I know I officiate too. So I do high school football, basketball, or
okay.
yeah, I do a little bit of that as well too. I know, actually got a association. We start nonprofit around. It's called Association of Black Sports Officials, which we do a
Okay, my
lot.
father-in-law's official. He's
Okay.
official. He lives down in Indiana. He
Yeah.
officiates down there.
But yeah, I'm trying to get away from being on the field. These kids, man, they wind up, or not even the kids. It's actually the parents. The parents
Well,
are
that's why I
ridiculous.
stopped. That's why I stopped coaching them.
Yeah, that's
Because
why I'm
the
gonna get off the
parents,
field. Yeah.
they don't let you coach anyway. They want it. Some people think their kids is better than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just right now, football, Little League football has become highly competitive. Highly competitive. I mean, it's really competitive, man. And people think their kids are better than what they are. And it's just, then you got parents get so emotional. They run on the field wanting to fight other players. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I'm sure seen your share of stuff, and I think even now, like, and some parents are just flat out punks. They'll like email you or text you anything, but when they see you, won't say a word.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, won't even say a word about it. Yeah. So that's the reason I I'm waking my way off those fields, because my tolerance as I get older is getting lower, and it's just it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
There you go.
But go ahead. I know this has been great. Like I said, inshallah, I'll continue just to reach out and just check in on you here.
Yeah, the old man, I still try to stay in shape. I work out, lift weights with my sons and stuff 3-4 days a week. So
okay.
Just trying to stay. I don't know how much longer I'll be in Jersey, because we're getting ready. Probably gonna sell my house and move to North Carolina or either Georgia after my son graduate. We're just waiting after he graduate to see what move we're gonna make. And it's just too expensive to stay here anymore.
Yeah.
And I own a lot of property in those areas, so sell his house and build a new house down there. Just retire and chill.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, please do. And like I said, I definitely make sure that me staying in touch is more consistent here.
Yep. Please do.
No, absolutely. So no, we'll definitely talk soon, and thanks again.
You're welcome. Anytime, man. Anytime you need me, a phone call away.
Absolutely. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
All right. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah wabarakatuh.
All right. Wa alaikum assalam. Yeah. There we have it. Yeah, just the brother Abdul Aleem. I know him as Lee. Great conversation. Didn't get the video with him. As far as the face-to-face contact, don't need that. You got the voice, so you can just feel the emotion, the heart, things being heartfelt here. You're definitely going to have to follow up on that 52 being involved in 52 tackles in one game. Yeah, I'm going to have to double check that. Usually, hey, if he said it, it must have happened. But I think just in general, just like I mentioned to him, just that competitiveness, wanting to win, him just making sure that we were good, whether like just playing ball at his house, lifting weights, taking us to high school games. It's just sometimes a lot of this stuff leaves me speechless. So with that being said, I'm signing off officially. Thanks. When I put my hand over my heart, that means I feel you. Peace.